Hey guys, it's Linda Marcus Smith, and I'm doing my 15-minute clean set. It might go to 20-25. Who the heck knows? This is practice. I'm sure you'll let me get by. I'm older. So I'm aging. Anybody else out there aging? It's my superpower, you know? Oh, I'm the great pretender, pretending that I'm doing well. Yeah, we're pretending at this point. Anybody else getting older? This is my relatable material, you guys. Uh-oh. But I know what you're thinking when you're looking at me. I know. I'm a mind reader. You're wondering, is she even old enough to be in this bar? Do I have to get out my ID again? You're wondering in the back row, I can tell you're wondering, maybe she's old enough to do voodoo and magic. I am, you guys. Every morning in front of the mirror, I make fine lines and wrinkles disappear. Magic. Yeah. And if you in the back row should upset me for any reason, that's when voodoo comes into play. That's when I can take these fine lines and wrinkles and make them reappear by 5 o'clock on your face. Just a heads up. Yeah, somebody met me in New York and a year later saw me at a comedy show and said, "Lady, you're aging backwards." Oh, please, have you seen us older people? We do everything backwards. It's a superpower. Yeah, the one that bothers me the most is when I get asked if I'm old enough to be in a bar, because I don't remember where I put my ID from Monday through Friday. I don't need it that often. It always throws me for a loop. But give it up for me, I just turned 21. For the third time, I'm not gonna lie. Yeah, plus 5 years, whatever. Yeah. And last night at a show, a white heckler lady yelled out really fast, "Oh, you look good for 68. You're 68, you look good." She figured it out really fast and she was inebriated, which I thought was the funny part. But you know what's the weird part is that's what every white guy says to me. You look good for your age. Yeah. And that's why I like black men. They don't put a condition on it. It's just, you look good, mama. You look good. Ma, you look good. Hey, mama, you look good. I can hang with that. But I came here from Portland, Oregon, and they have white hipsters out there. Holy Toledo. You know what they say? You look amazeballs. I don't know what to do with that compliment. I'm afraid to Google it. But yeah, it's confusing. And so here I am up here doing the world's second oldest profession, stand-up. Or is it court jester? Well, I get those two confused. Back in the days of kings and queens, if a court jester told a joke and it didn't land and it bombed, heads would roll. I mean, they would literally go head over heels over their own heads. And I know this because I hired and trained every one of them. It was job security. Well, for me, not so much for them. But those were the good old days, yeah, back when people stuck with their jobs. I was a valued employee back then. But here I am at 68 years old doing the world's second oldest profession in Vegas. And it's Vegas. And if this wasn't the clean set, I'd tell you what the first oldest profession in the world was. But allegedly, it wasn't done standing up. Yeah. So, I love getting older so much, oh my gosh, because as you're aging, things happen, and I'm having fun with it, or at least I'm pretending to, like the song says, I'm the great pretender, and there's no better pretenders and fakers than baby boomer women. But as I'm aging, I think I'm the world's oldest procrastinator. You know, I think I waited until I was 68 years old to have beautiful blonde hair, a rockin' body, and perfectly bright white teeth. Who does that? Who waits till they're almost in the grave to do this? Only me. I think I should be in the Guinness Book of World Records. Or maybe you, sir, could just buy me a Guinness. I'll drink it. But my old teeth, they used to lean way to the left so much that I used to fall over all the time. Yeah, they leaned so much to the left that I almost had to switch political parties. And just so you know, it's much easier to get all your teeth pulled without Novocaine numbing it in one doctor visit, pull all the teeth, than it is easier to go online and switch political parties in this particular political climate. Yeah, just pull all your teeth. You'd be much better off and less side effects. Yeah. So, I like getting older because as you're aging, it's fun to go out in public. Well, unless you try to do one simple task. Yeah, because don't let these dimples fool you. They used to be dimples. I never acted, but I'm really getting SAG credit. Well, it's fun going out to try to do something unless you're trying to be seen as an older person. If you don't dress up with pearls and a prom gown and really high heels that look like, I can't say it because really high heels, you get ignored. Why do you think I dress up? My dimples, don't let them fool you, because if you ignore me, I get much goofier. I get crazy. Oh my gosh, I get way goofy. Do you know I once circled a stoplight 17 times before I got noticed? And I was like, aren't you going to see me, officer? I went through the red light 17 times. What do I have to do? Put on a prom gown and run in front of you? It's hard to run in a prom gown, sir. Just give me the ticket. Hold up. This came unplugged. Better than me coming unplugged, right? So, being invisible bothers me. I'm a little on the chatty side, so I'm kind of like not being seen but talking a lot, so that kind of makes me like Casper the Friendly Ghost. And at some point, people wish I would just ghost them, so that's kind of confusing. But every day I have a lot of time. I have a lot of time on my hands. I mean, not in my entire life. That's pretty much behind me. But every day I have 24 hours to fill. Oh my gosh. So I've taken up to walking up and down the strip, which is fun in a prom gown and high heels to be noticed. And, when I'm wearing the prom gown and heels, I'm noticed. But if I go in jeans and a tank top, I can get into every swimming pool on the strip. I've done that. I've crashed every single pool. And I've only been here not even a month yet. And life hack, if you get noticed on video going through 17 red lights and crashing every pool on the strip, all of a sudden, they send you a letter releasing you from any jury trial ever in the state of Nevada. And if that ain't winning, I don't know what is. So, I also love getting older and going out to the grocery store. Most people make a list or go to get a few things, but I'm getting older. I've noticed trying to remember 3 things is hard, so I just go very often to get one thing. And it's usually just a banana for some crazy reason. And the minute I step foot in the door, they want to help me find the banana. I was here 2 hours ago. Do you think I'm that bad that I forgot? Well, maybe I did. But anyway, last time you walked me to the banana, remember? By the time we got there, I had to go to the bathroom. I think I got this. Let me find my own banana. And besides, half of the time they're halfway through their shelf life, Stevie Wonder could find them from the door. What, did you graduate from a class called Leave No Old Person Behind? I think I got this. So, when I'm out walking on the strip, crashing pools, I'm going up and down the strip, and I very often see that truck go by with the advertising for that old Vegas duo act, Penn and Teller. But I was 24 years a banker, and I go to my bank, my same bank. Do you know these days I can't seem to find a pin on a chain? I don't know. I can't find a pin on a chain or a lady behind glass when I need her. Am I right, guys? Do you have to go to a fancy, weird strip club to see a lady behind glass? Never mind, that shouldn't be in there. But I was 24 years a banker, and the weird thing is, when I go to my bank, which is Wells Fargo, my own debit card from Wells malfunctions at their bank. Isn't that weird? That's so weird. I can't understand it. Maybe it's because the time that it takes to transmit my information in the system has something to do with the Stagecoach logo. That's all I can think. But it is 2020, and I'm a banker at heart. And when I go to the bank these days, I get confused with all the new terms. PIN, enter a PIN, like a hand grenade PIN. I'm not going to dislodge a hand grenade in a bank. What do you mean a PIN? I haven't worn a PIN since 1974. And then when I figured out what they meant by a PIN, they changed it to a chip. Like what, all this in a bag of chips? That's not going to fit in the machine. I don't know. It's weird. And you young people are driving me crazy with new words. I had to go out on the mean streets of Vegas to find out what you're talking about. I thought, well, maybe I could be hip and woke and dope if I ask some young people what words mean. So I found me a 4-year-old on the bus, and I said, hey, 4-year-old, I want to be hip, woke, and dope. Would you mind telling me what Snapchat is? And his grandmother shoved him aside, and she started talking to me, and I'm like, oh, Snap. She wants to chat. Do you know I still don't know what Snapchat is? But then there's this other word I wanted to know about, so I asked a high schooler. I said, could you tell me what Instagram is? And he said, lady, I don't think you want the answer to that in a clean set. But it had something to do with crashing a party and scoring something that you don't drink that's called Coke really fast. So now I know a couple things about words that the young people are using, and at least I feel a little bit hip, woke, and dope. So, yeah, that's kind of fun. Lately, I don't know, it's 2020 and my self-esteem has been taking a hit. Oh my gosh, it's been down at the bottom. And I can't figure, it's really weird because I can't figure out why. I don't know if it's because I'm getting older or the Me Too movement. Because I can't get a car to honk at me. I can't get catcalled or wolf whistled. That's why I wear prom gowns. It's working, you guys. I get noticed. But can't wear them if you're sneaking into a swimming pool. And dating at my age, don't even get me started. I'm a good girl. Dimples, you name it. Even with SAG credits, dimples. I can't date. You guys date off the internet? I can't date off the internet because I'm a good girl. I can't do a one-night stand. The closest I'm ever going to get to getting a one-night stand is to go to IKEA and buy one. Have you seen their prices? And then you have to assemble it? Yeah, not going to happen. I also have trouble dating someone my age because I'm the type every guy my age I date wants to take home to their parents. And do you know how hard it is to meet their parents? You have to get on the ground in the dark and crawl with a flashlight clear across a cemetery to find their tombstones. And that's a one-way conversation at best. Yeah. But if I don't feel like they're feeling me dating their son beyond the grave, I'll say, the saying, you had the saying in your day, Mom and Dad, happy wife, happy life, right? And it worked for you? Well, I do voodoo and magic, so maybe if you let me have a happy life, you'll have a happy afterlife. I wouldn't want to mess with it if I were you. But that's about my time. I'm going to go meander up and down this strip. I've been Linda Marcus Smith. Thank you so much.